Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. This video is for class 2, subject science. Before we continue with our video, let's read one thought. Rise up, start fresh, see the bright opportunity in each new day. So, the meaning of this thought is that early in the morning when you wake up, you have to think that you have got so many opportunities because it is the new day, sunrise it is. So, with each and every sunrise in the morning, you have the new opportunity to do something new which you have not done yesterday. So, take up every day as a new opportunity. Try to do something new every day which you have never done before. For example, you can learn some new words every day. You can do something like you can write an essay every day, and the things which you have not done before, you should try doing that new things, and you will keep on progressing. Every day, at least one new thing you should learn. It may be cooking, playing games, reading, anything, whatever you like, but learn new thing every day. So the content of today's video is revision of objectives of all the lessons. As you know, upcoming exam, so objectives are very important for that exam. So we shall devise objectives today. Choose the correct option. This question is there in your paper style, as you might have seen your paper style. So choose the correct option, that is multiple choice question, or in short we may say MCQs will be asked in your exam. So we'll revise that. All the lessons solved together. So as you know, lesson 1 till lesson 6 is your syllabus. So we'll solve multiple choice questions of all. Learn and write along with the video. So I request you and I suggest you should write so that you will revise and you will learn for your exam. So let's begin. First we'll see the summary of each lesson in short, and then we'll solve the MCQs. Let's begin with lesson 1 and lesson 2. So here you will not write anything. Here you have to pay attention, because first we are reading the summary of the lesson and then we shall solve the multiple choice questions. So unit 1, plant life. Lesson number 1, types of plants. Let's read the summary. What have we learned in this lesson? Based on the size and type of stem, plants can be grouped into trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers and creepers. Big and tall plants with strong and woody stems are called trees. Small plants with woody stems are called shrubs. Small plants with soft stems are called herbs. Climbers are plants that need support of other plants, walls or sticks to grow upright. Creepers are plants with weak stems that grow along the ground. So these are 6 important points that we learnt in lesson number 1 about the types of plants. Now let's read the summary of lesson number 2. So lesson number 2, uses of plants. Let's read the summary. Point number 1, plants give us food, oil and medicines. Number 2, we get fibers from plants. Fibers are used to make cloth. Number 3, we get paper, rubber, gum and wood from plants. Number 4, soaps, toothpaste and perfumes are made from juices and oil of certain plants. So this was the summary of lesson number 2. So we revised the summary of unit 1, plant life. Now let's solve multiple choice questions, that is choose the correct option of these 2 lessons. So lesson number 1, types of plants. Let's read number 1, and I want you to write the question and the answer. You need not write all the 4 options, but you will have to write the correct answer only. So write question number 1. Which of these are small plants with woody stems? The plants which are small but their stems are woody. The 4 options are trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers and creepers. So the small plants with woody stems are called shrubs. Small plants with woody stems are called shrubs. Do learn the spelling shrubs. 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 Shrubs are the small plants with woody stems. And we have learnt different types of shrubs in the lesson. Examples are rose, tulsi, hibiscus. All these are under the category of shrubs. Number 2. Which of these is not true about climbers? Read the question again. Which of these is not true? Means the 4 statements you have to read and find out which is the false statement, which is the incorrect statement about climbers. So what is the definition of climbers? Plants that have weak stems, they need the support of other plants, walls or sticks to grow upright. They are called climbers. Now let's read number 1. They have weak stems. Yes, they do have weak stems. It is correct. They need support to grow upright. Even that is correct. They need support. So they are called climbers. Number 3. They grow along the ground. So this is something which is not the quality of the climber. Climbers do not grow along the ground. So that is the false statement. Option number C. So write that as your answer, because climbers grow upright. They do not grow along the ground. We know that creepers grow along the ground, not the climbers. So that is not true. As in question they had asked which of these is not true. So option number C, they grow along the ground, that is not true about the climbers. So number 1 answer is shrubs. Plants with woody stems, they are small. And about climbers, they do not grow along the ground. Number 3. Which of these makes food for the plant? So which part of the plant makes the food for the plant? Option 1 root, option B stem, option C leaf and option D flower. So which part of the plant makes food for the plant? So here the correct option is number C, leaf. The leaf is the part of the plant which makes food for the plant. So please write the correct answer, that is option number C, leaf. The part of the plant that makes food for the plant is called a leaf. Number 4. What does a green plant need to make the food? What does the green plant need to make the food? So green plants make their own food. They need sunlight, air and water. What do they need? They need all the 3 things: sunlight, air, water. So here the correct option is number D, because it is written all of these. Why? Because option number A, B and C, all the 3 things are needed by the plants to make their own food. They need sunlight, air and water so they can make their food. So please write option number D, all of these. Number 5. Where do plants store their extra food? So we have learnt that some plants store extra food in roots, stems, leaves, fruits, seeds. All these are the parts of the plant where extra food is stored. So over here also we will just circle option number D, all of these, because roots, stems, fruits, seeds, leaves, flowers are the parts of the plants where extra food is stored. So option D, all of these, is the correct option. Plants store extra food in all these parts. Number 6. This is the part that becomes a fruit. So which part of the plant becomes fruit? Which part of the plant becomes fruit? Seed, stem, leaf, flower. Seed, stem, leaf or flower. Which is the part of the plant that becomes fruit? So you know that option D is the correct option, because flower is the part of the plant that becomes fruit. Flower is the part of the plant which becomes fruit. So these are the 6 MCQs. Choose the correct option of lesson number 1. Let's revise. Which of these are small plants with woody stems? They are shrubs. Which of these is not true about climbers? They grow along the ground. Which of these makes food for plant? Leaf makes food for plant. What does green plant need to make the food? They need all these: sunlight, air and water. So option D, all of these. Where do plants store extra food? Again, they store it in roots, stems, fruits, seeds, leaves and flowers. So all of these. Then the part of the plant that becomes fruit is flower. So here we complete. Choose the correct option of lesson number 1. Now let's see lesson number 2. So lesson number 2, uses of plants. In this lesson we have learnt about plants that give us so many things. Now let's solve. Number 1, which of these are stems that we eat? Which stems do we eat? We eat different parts of plants like stems, roots, flowers, leaves and seeds. So out of these 4 options, which are the stems that we eat? First option is spinach and mint. Second one is cabbage and cauliflower. Third option is radish and turnip. Fourth option is potato and ginger. So which are the stems that we eat? So the stems that we eat are potato and ginger. Option number D. Which are the stems that we eat? Potato and ginger. In the book we had seen the examples of potato and sugarcane. These are the stems that we eat. So please write question and the answer. Number 2, which of these are fruits? Which of these 4 options are fruits? Radish and beetroot, orange and banana, onion and lettuce, or all of these? So all of these are not fruits. Even radish and beetroot, onion and lettuce, these are all vegetables. So what are the fruits over here? The fruits we have, these are orange and banana. Orange and banana are the fruits among the 4 options which are given. So please write option number B in question number 2, and you have to write the whole question and then the answer, not the options. Number 3, which of these is not true about cereals? So again this kind of question is asked. Which of these is not true? Means the 4 statements which are given, which one is the false statement about cereals? So before we continue, let me just tell you again what are cereals. We eat food grains such as rice, wheat, maize, barley and oat. These are known as cereals, and some cereals are ground to make flour. Now let's read the option. Number 1, they are food grains. So it is correct, they are food grains. Some of them can be ground to make flour. Even that is correct, because cereals are ground to make flour. they are found inside pods. Now this is something which is incorrect because cereals are not found inside pods. Only the pulses are found inside the pods. So option number C is incorrect, and so I have marked it as the correct option because in the question they had asked which is not true about cereals. So option C, they are found inside pods, that is incorrect. So write that answer in your notebook. Pulses are found inside pods, not the cereals. Now let's see question number 4. Which of these are used to add flavor to our food? So 4 options which are given: spices, coffee, cereals, pulses. So we know that very easy answer it is spices are used to add flavor to our food, and we have learnt about different spices like cardamom, cinnamon, black pepper. So these are the spices that add flavor to our food. Next, number 5. Which of these do we get from plants? So we have learnt about different things that we get from plants. So let's read these options: rubber, gum, paper, sugar, cotton, and jute, or all of these. So we get all these 6 things from plants: rubber, gum, paper, sugar, cotton, and jute. We get all these things from plants. So here option number D is the correct option, all of these, because all the 6 things are the things that we get from plants. We have learnt in the lesson. Number 6. Which of these are seeds that we eat? So as I told you, we eat different parts of the plants like stems, roots, seeds, etc. So which are the seeds that we eat? The options are corn and groundnut, apple and mango, lettuce and celery, turnip and cauliflower. So over here, corn and groundnut are the seeds that we eat. Corn and groundnut are the seeds that we eat. So write that answer in your notebook: corn and groundnut. So these are the 6. Choose the correct option which we solved from lesson number 2. Let's revise all. Which of these are stems that we eat? Potato and ginger. Which of these are fruits? Orange and banana. Which of these is not true about cereals? They are found inside pots. Which of these are used to add flavor to our food? Spices. Which of these do we get from plants? All of these things we get from plants. Which of these are seeds that we eat? Corn and groundnut. Now let's read the summary of lesson number 3 and lesson number 4. So unit number 2 that we read was about animal life. In that we had 2 lessons, number 3 and number 4. So this is the summary of lesson number 3, animals that help us. Let's read. Number 1, there are different types of animals. Number 2, domestic animals can be tamed and kept at homes or farms. Number 3, we get milk, eggs, honey, and wax from animals. Number 4, we get meat from animals such as goat, chicken, and fish. Number 5, we get silk from silkworms and wool from sheep. Number 6, leather is made from the skin of dead animals. Number 7, some animals carry heavy loads for us. Number 8, pets are kept at homes. So these are the important points. This is the summary of lesson number 3, animals that help us. Then let's read the summary of lesson number 4. So the name of lesson number 4 was wild animals. In this lesson, what did we study? We learned about wild animals. We learned about the homes of wild animals and their eating habits. So summary, in short, animals live on land, trees and in water. Some animals eat plants, some eat other animals, and some eat dead animals. So this was the summary of lesson number 4. Now let's solve the objectives of lesson number 3 and lesson number 4. Choose the correct option. This is lesson number 3. Animals that help us. Now let's read number 1. In which of these places do we find animals? In which of these places do we find animals? Forest, farms, homes, or all of these? Forest, farms, homes are the places where we find animals. So we find animals at all these places. So the correct option is all of these. Please write the answer in your notebook. Because some animals are domestic animals while others are wild animals, so we find animals in all these 3 places. Number 2. Which of these animals cannot be tamed and kept at homes? Which of these animals cannot be tamed? Tamed means an animal that has been trained to live with people. So here it is asked, which is the animal that we cannot tame? We cannot train that animal and that animal cannot live with us. Fox and jackal, lion and tiger, snake and crocodile, or all of these. So we know that all these given options are of wild animals and none of these animals can be tamed. They cannot live with us. So the correct answer is option number D, all of these. Because one cannot tame wild animals to live with them. Fox, jackal, lion, tiger, snake, crocodile, all these are wild animals which cannot be tamed. So option number D, all of these. Number 3, which of these animals would you keep in a stable? Which of these animal would you keep in a stable? So we have learnt about the homes of the wild animals. Hens live in a coop, cow lives in a shade. Similarly, who lives in a stable? Horse. A horse lives in a stable. So option number C, horse is the correct option. Horse lives in a stable. Where does the horse live? Horse lives in a stable. So first you will write this question and then you will write the answer. You need not write all the 4 options. I repeat, the instructions I have given already. You will just write the question and then the correct answer, not these options. Number 4. Which of these are not milk products? Which of these are not milk products? So again it is a negative question. We have to write that which one is not the milk product. So let's read: ghee and curd, ice cream and curd, butter and cheese, honey and egg. So which one we do not get from milk? So all these items like ghee, curd, ice cream, butter, cheese we get from milk, but honey and eggs we do not get from milk because these are the products that we get from animals. So honey and eggs, that is the correct option. You have to mark these option. Honey and egg, these are the products that we do not get from milk. Number 5, which of these are not made of leather? So which of these is the option which we do not get from leather? Jacket and belt, shoes and bags, sweaters and saris, or all of these? So we get jacket, belt, shoes, bags, all these things we get from leather. But what is not made of leather is sweater and sari. Sari we get from silk, sweater is made of wool. So sweater and saris, that is the thing that we do not get from leather. So please write option number C, sweaters and saris, because we have to mark the thing which we do not get from leather. It is a negative question. So please be careful if you get this kind of question in your exam. Number 6. Which of these do we get eggs from? So where do we get eggs from? Do we get it from hen and duck, cows and goats, horses and sheep, or silkworm and bees? So which one of these gives us egg? We get eggs from hen and duck. We get eggs from hens and ducks. So which one is the correct option over here? Option number A is the correct option. As I have marked, so you will write that option in your notebook. Hens and ducks. That is MCQ number 6, the last MCQ of lesson number 3. I hope you have written all the MCQs and the answers along with that. Let's revise the MCQ of this lesson which we have just completed. This is the choose the correct option of lesson number 3, animals that help us. In which of the places do we find animals? Forest, farm, homes. We find animals at all these places. So we have marked option number D. Which of the animals cannot be tamed? We cannot keep them with us. Fox, jackal, lion, tiger, snake, crocodile. We cannot keep any of these animals. So all of these. Option D. Which of these animals would you keep in a stable? Horse. Horse lives in a stable. Which of these are not the milk products? Honey and eggs are not the milk products. Number 5. Which of these are not made of leather? Sweater and saris are not made of leather. Which of these do we get eggs from? Where do we get eggs from? We get eggs from hens and ducks. So today we solved multiple choice questions from lesson number 1, lesson number 2 and lesson number 3. In the upcoming videos, we'll solve the multiple choice questions of lesson 4, 5 and 6. Till then, all of you have to write these multiple choice questions 2 times. If you have written once in the previous video, you have to write it one more time, and that is your today's homework. Write all these multiple choice questions of lesson 1, 2 and 3 together. Make a PDF and send your homework regularly. See that you are revising each and every day. Please keep learning because your exams are coming near. Also, one advice I would like to give you, that you have to maintain cleanliness in your surroundings. You have to keep your surroundings neat and clean, and always keep yourself sanitized. You should see that you wash your hands before and after eating, and whenever you go out, you should wear a mask on your face. Please take care of yourselves. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.